Rhea Ripley versus IYO SKY for WrestleMania? I'm here for it! Giulia wins Women's Iron Survivor Challenge, but who's the real MVP? Lola Vice stays undefeated in underground match, Naomi out of US Championship Tournament, and Anna Jay is now coming for Mercedes TBS Championship? Welcome if you're enjoying the Belle, this is DS and this is your Women's Wrestling Weekly. I gotta tell you this because I had the best weekend. I was just in Ohio to talk to Trish and Lita to celebrate their 20th anniversary of their historic Raw main event, and then in Wisconsin I talked to Hall of Famers Jacqueline and Wendy Richter. It was a perfect weekend, so those interviews will be coming in coming months. So subscribe right now. I know that more than half of you guys watching right now are not subscribed, so if you want to keep updated on all things women's wrestling, get on it. And let's start with NXT Deadline. So we had two women's matches. First, Lola Vice versus Jada Parker in an underground match, which means no ropes, people around the ring, and you only win by knockouts or submission. I really love this feud between Jada and Lola, and the differences in these two fighter style was really visible in this match. I especially love seeing Lola's MMA background shining in this match, with deadly strikes and submission moves, and Jada fighting back, bringing in weapons from Lola's Belle to the stairs. That was really cool. I thought it was kind of funny that the brick has become like a symbol of their relationship at this point, and it made its return, but Lola quickly kicks it off of Jada, and Lola hits spinning back fist on Jada and chokes her out in 11 minutes. I love the WWE's decision to make Lola continue to be the queen of underground match, fitting everyone, Natalya, Shayna, and now Jada. At this point, bring back Ronda Rousey to face Lola, because her and Shayna were done so dirty with that SummerSlam MMA match. Yeah, I really loved how intense this was. I was very satisfied. Then we got the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge match with Giulia, Stephanie McCure, Zarya, Sol Ruka, and Ran Sinclair. Ran was such an unexpected last-minute pick for this match, but it ironically made perfect sense now after watching this match. NXT clearly loves and wants to protect everyone in this match, so their solution was Ran. She's here to take everyone's pin, which was kind of genius idea. To be honest, Ran and Giulia starting out was like fine. It started out pretty slow, and the moment Sol came in, she came in like a wrecking ball. I'm just gonna say it, Sol Ruka was the MVP of this match. I can't believe that freaking handspring moonsault to the outside of the ring. That was probably one of the wildest showcases of athleticism in women's wrestling. That to back-to-back double snatcher and soul snatcher on Ran, sending her right back into the box, and then power bombing Zarya through a table with Giulia. But on top of that, she was also so giving, letting Ran pick up a score at the end. That was so mother of her. So generous, true MVP. Zarya woman handling everyone was awesome until she took me the out of the match with that moonsault, because what in the Nia Jax doing 450 splash was that? Am I just like old school to think that Zarya doing moonsault for a powerhouse wrestler was so out of place? Like what? I don't know. I still can't tell if I was gagged because I thought it was really cool, or it was bad. I was I don't know. And then at the end, she was pinned by Giulia, which again was kind of a surprise. I love Stephanie McCure. She's just so intense and clean with everything she does. And I know with that intense face-off, NXT is really trying to push this Stephanie versus Giulia thing as The Rock, the Austin, Trish, and Lita. But I don't know, you can clearly hear from the audience that the crowd isn't really there with them at this point. So hopefully if they're going to do Stephanie versus Giulia down the line, which they will, they better build this pretty strongly. And at the end, with everyone even Ran picking up 1 point each, Giulia pins Zarya with the knee, and Stephanie rolls Giulia up for a pin, but it only gets 2 count, giving Giulia the win as the 25-minute match finishes up. The timing of it all, as soon as Sol came into this match, was just perfection. There was zero dead spot. It was a dopamine explosion everywhere, and I love that they kept the drama going until the very last second, which was awesome. I was thinking oh my god, are we gonna get a tie? I am really happy that Stephanie at least wasn't pinned. I'm still shocked that Zarya was pinned. And I am okay with Giulia winning. Personally, for me, out of the newly introduced 3, I think Giulia is the least fleshed out character-wise, even though she was introduced at first. I think I'm least familiar with her movesets and her style and character, all that, although Zarya pulled out a freaking moonsault, so what do I know? We'll see. Giulia winning the title on the first show of the year could be really a great moment, or will Stephanie cost her a title this time? Because, she was very intensely looking at Giulia. That would be a heck of a heel turn. We'll see. Overall, I really enjoyed the match. I'm very satisfied. Oh, also the general manager, Ava, she was talking about how the winner of this match will get a championship opportunity opportunity. Ms. Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton comes in to tease a little cashing in during that match. She probably would not cash in this match, but still a very fun added element. Heading into SmackDown, and this was kind of a gag. So we got the Women's US Championship Tournament first round. Tiffany Stratton versus Elektra Lopez versus Naomi. And Tiffany was the hometown queen here, repping Minnesota Vikings inspired gear. She looked really, really cute. What I really like, and WWE don't really do this a lot, is that Naomi, Tiffany, and even Bianca later in the segments and match, they're all selling the aftermath of this brutal War Games match. And with that, it gave Elektra Lopez an opportunity to shine in this triple threat. And I think Elektra came off really good here. I like that Naomi here was trying a lot of these creative double team stuff here. Some of the transitions were a little bit wonky, but I still really appreciate the innovation. And at the end, Naomi sets up for a split-legged moonsault on Elektra, but damn, Candice LeRae comes out to mess with her again. I don't know what her problem is, but she comes out for a distraction, letting Tiffany Stratton swoop in and hit prettiest moonsault on Elektra for the win. I'm kind of shocked. I'm shocked that Naomi got eliminated first round, because we were like, this should be Naomi. Veteran Naomi should finally get to shine. Not in WWE, I guess. Yeah, I'm really devastated that Naomi got eliminated from the tournament. Her being the inaugural Women's US Champion just sounded so right, but I guess that's not what WWE wants right now. Great for Tiffany Stratton getting this huge win in her hometown. She already has Money in the Bank, but why not? Why not get everything? Great moment for sure. I'm satisfied. Then we had Bianca Belair versus Piper Niven match following their backstage altercation after Bianca thinking Piper Niven might be the one to take Jade Cargill out. And whenever Bianca versus Piper happens, it's just right. It just hits right. But if Bianca KODing Piper wasn't enough, this time Bianca pulls Chelsea Green into the ring and KODs Piper onto Green for the win. That was a great moment. Whenever Piper KOD happens, people lose their shit, deservingly so. Great as always, satisfied. And I'm personally loving this Bianca Belair Nancy Drew era, figuring out who took out Jade Cargill. Because after this match, Byron Sexton comes to vouch for Piper that she was with him in the gorilla when Jade was found laid out. So yes, mystery continues. Also, is Bianca just gonna hold on to the title until US and IC title scene is cleared up? On Raw, we got 3 women's matches. How great is that? First, Women's World Champion Liv Morgan versus Dakota Kai singles match before Liv defends her title against Damage Control's IYO SKY. The match was really good. I'm really glad Dakota is getting tons of spotlight as a singles competitor. From winning last week's triple threat match to this week's having this match with Champion, that scorpion kick is always beautiful, and that reversal for both Oblivion and Jumping Codebreaker were really, really great. But the Pure Fusion Collective came in with someone in the audience holding up "I'll leave my husband for you, Sonya" sign. Love it for them, but they looked really pretty bad as Dakota was kicking their asses in between the match, like every time she gets. But ultimately, at the end, Liv defeats Dakota with Oblivion, and post-match, PF Chang's come in to attack Dakota with Io and Kairi coming out to save their Damage Control partner, with Io looking so good with the handspring double dropkick taking PFC out, but Liv gets the last laugh hitting Oblivion on Io. This was some good stuff, good match, and post-match situation was generic, but it did what it had to do, satisfied. Then we got the first round of Women's IC Championship Tournament, Zelina Vega, Lyra Valkyria, and Ivy Nile, and I was rooting for Zelina pretty hard, but it was Lyra who picked up a win with Nightwing on Ivy. I am disappointed, but Zelina had some really good showing in this match, doing 619, Code Red, multiple Code Red, and Ivy also had a nice moment with the double German, so I think everyone looked good. I'm really happy for Lyra though. I was actually thinking about how good Lyra is the other day. Like everything about her in the ring, from how she's standing to how she moves, it's just so unique to her, so I really do think she stands out as a wrestler, so I am happy to see her advanced. I'm satisfied. And the main event, we got Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez, the Anything Goes match, and I was actually really pumped for this match, because if anyone remembers their last women's standing match from NXT in 2020, that match was so good. I mean, NXT Raquel honestly hits differently, but that one sticks out to me throughout all these years, so I was really getting into this match thinking that they've done this before. I mean, obviously Super Rhea is gonna win, but Raquel can finally show the world what she's got in this match. It was like 80% Rhea, and there were like some points that Raquel was setting up weapons, and I'm like, what? Like, what is she, like for example, like what was she doing with the chair with the pointy part up? Like, what was she planning there? No, but really, I really wanted Raquel to do more, and it was just a perfect chance. But either way, the match was entertaining, with Rhea showing tons of brutality to Raquel, and Raquel was mostly in the receiving end of it. And then Liv interferes, because this is no DQ. She interferes, hitting Oblivion on Liv was a cool moment, and I was like, can it be? Can Rhea lose this match? Definitely not. And Io coming out to take Liv out was beautiful. I was actually so glad that Io was here, telling everyone that she is the #1 contender. And at the end, Rhea riptides Raquel into table, defeating her, but how they closed Raw was actually what got me. Io and Rhea holding the women's world title together, looking at each other, and I'm like, this seems like a WrestleMania program. This seems like a WrestleMania main event. Like, this is going to be so freaking good. I want that. I really want that. Yeah, it was a fun match. It's not like a memorable DQ match by any means, but I think I was entertained, so I'll say I'm satisfied. By the way, outside of Deadline NXT Weekly episode, we had Nikita Lyons versus Carmen Petrovic, following Carmen being all mad at Ashanti Adonis was texting Nikita. At the end of this match, Ashanti comes out to check on Carmen, helping her get up. Then he pushes her out of harm's way because Nikita was charging at her, and he takes the shot for her, letting Carmen pick up the win with a roundhouse kick that looked so slick. She calls it the silent slice. I love the name too. And when we were all like, oh my god, he sacrificed himself, they can finally openly love each other, Carmen was mad that he pushed her. This is too much. Get your grip together, girl. Not everything is about you. This relationship is so toxic. It's perfect for a wrestling show. I love it. I'm satisfied. Then we got Gigi Dolan and I guess Easy Dame's return match against each other. So Gigi came back last week to save Tatum from Fatal Influence, and Easy, I don't know what she's been doing. She's been gone for a little bit. But yeah, Gigi picks up a win with a Gigi driver, and I don't know what was going on with the Sean Spears, like watching this match from outside, looking like a sarcastic music teacher or something, or Trish Stratus on her debut night. I don't really know what's going on, but we shall see where it goes. And of course, Rand qualified in the last chance match for the Iron Survivor match. That finish, though, of Lola accidentally backfisting Rand Sinclair, dropping her onto Cora Jade to win the match. Timing, the placement was just everything perfect. That was a great moment. And before we wrap up a WWE section, WWE announced that there will be a superstar transfer happening within Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. This is really exciting because I'm sure Lash and Jakara will be getting drafted up, right? And I also think Raw might need some help on their roster to beef up their mid-card championship division now. Who do you think will be called up, and who do you think might return to NXT? Moving to AEW, Dynamite, we saw Anna Jay versus Penelope Ford. And honestly, Anna Jay kind of slayed here. Since that street fight match against Mariah May, she's been showing so much more intensity, which is really great. And I love Penelope, as you know, and that licking was giving a bit of a Paige Natalia homage. Anyway, Anna picks up a win with the Gory Bomb, and she then grabs a mic and calls out Mercedes Monè. And Mercedes here is like, if Chris Statlander cannot beat me, what makes you think you can? And the champion tells Anna to come back after she's done something in this business.
Kiddo.
With Anna going something like this, slapping the heck out of Mercedes. Mercedes then walks away, saying that she's got no time for this. I have many thoughts on this segment. I mean, yes, Anna Jay has improved a lot, like I said, but I'm just like a bit surprised that we're going straight from Anna Jay AEW Women's World Championship program to Anna Jay TVS Championship storyline. Like, we're just going back to back like that. It's just a curious case. And to talk about this segment particularly, Mercedes, there's no way that she's just gonna walk away from being slapped by a kiddo like Anna. But, you know, we'll see what AEW does with the storyline. Maybe this time she'll drive the SUV herself, not Camille, and hit Anna successfully, because Camille is as bad of a driver as I am. But the match was cute. I'll say I'm satisfied. Speaking of Camille, she was found attacked backstage last week, and Mercedes was asked about it, and she's like, I don't know her. So yeah, hopefully this will be the feud that we get maybe next year, because I think Camille versus Mercedes would be really, really good. You know, if you've only seen Camille in AEW, I don't think you understand how great she actually is. Her in NWA was a full menace, so I think it's going to be good. Then we saw another haunting Giulia Hart video package, but this time directly aimed at Jamie Hayter. And Jamie's as confused as all of us watching this. Like, what is her problem with Jamie? She says she's more of a face-to-face type of gal. And it's kind of funny watching this promo because you can kind of tell that Jamie literally has nothing concrete to say about this feud.
I don't know. What is this all about anyway?
So she's just here saying whatever. And she says she'll come find Giulia Hart and knock her out herself. I don't know what Giulia Hart's problem is with Jamie, but Jamie's really the one I need to see go up against championship match, especially given her last amazing title reign ended in injury. And I really don't know how this Giulia Hart program will work for her, like work in favor for her maybe. Then backstage we see AEW Women's Champion Mariah May get interviewed by Renee Paquette regarding her match against Mina Shirakawa at Winter is Coming. This is happening in a weekly show, not pay-per-view, which I'm a little like, are you kidding me? Mariah says she still loves Mina and is very generous of her to give her this championship opportunity. Then Mina walks in from Mariah's bag with a champagne bottle, with Mariah getting all scared if she'll get smashed with it. But Mina is a full baby face. She hands Mariah the bottle saying,
"Do it to my face."
And at Winter is Coming, Mariah better make her work. That was great from everyone. Like, Renee was showing some attitude here, which was really fun. And Mariah just bringing in this beautiful friendship with Mina into the storyline in this most evil form. And Mina here, just a fighting spirit, is a quality storyline I need from AEW consistently. Consistently, I need this. On Rampage received a Vendetta defeat local competitors with Diana Purrazzo's Fujiwara armbar. I guess one notable thing was Taya calling Diana her boss, so we see the power structure here. I really hope they expand a little bit. Anna Jay should join this team, honestly. I feel like that's gonna be something cool. On Collision, we see Willow Nightingale versus Serena Deep, with Deep wearing Nobody Cares t-shirts, referring to what Britt Baker said about her a couple weeks ago, which is so weird because there was no follow-up to that whole situation. We still don't know why she came out during Britt Baker's victory celebration. I guess people really didn't care. So they dropped the storyline, but why is Serena referencing it? And unfortunately, this match did not work for Serena as Willow defeated her with a pounce followed by Babe with a power bomb, heading to the finals of the International Women's Cup qualifying match. By the way, this whole cup situation is that the winner of this tournament will be representing AEW and participating in New Japan Pro Wrestling's 4-way International Women's Cup match at, I think, Wrestle Dynasty, with AEW, CMLL, ROH, and Stardom each sending like one person to represent them. So I'm excited to see either Jamie or Willow. They'll be good representative. And then we got Mina Shirakawa versus Emi Sakura, where Mina picks up a win with a top rope sling blade. I really like that one spot where Mina like jumped over the referee to hit a splash. That was really, really cute. And also, Thunder Rosa was watching this match in the crowd, and she later cuts a promo backstage saying that she has eyes on the women's championship, and she cuts this like Spanish promo just like insulting Mariah May. This was a fun match. I'm satisfied. I really don't know what's going on with Thunder Rosa. I mean, Thunder Rosa versus Mariah May will be a good match, but it's just like, we've got this great storyline going. I don't want to see this like tease just yet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still very invested in this Mina and Mariah right now. And lastly, on TNA, we got Jordynne Grace versus Tasha Steelz match with Alicia Edwards coming in with a kendo stick for distraction, letting Tasha steal a win with the feet on the ropes. And post-match, angry Jordan attacks Alicia, but the numbers game catches on until Knockouts champion Masha runs down for the save. And interesting development from this is that Rosemary, who was watching this match from like darkness, it was like a void and her face was there. And we're getting this Jordynne Grace versus Rosemary match for watching, I guess, at Final Resolution in this Friday. It almost seems like we're just getting Jordan versus everyone in TNA just so that she gets these matches out of the way before she jumps ships to WWE. So yeah. All right, that is it for Women's Wrestling Weekly. I'm like recovering from a tough ass weekend, but really, it was perfect. It was perfect. I had amazing amazing time talking to all the legends. I still can't believe I did all that. And I know that you guys are still waiting for that Ariel interview. I'm editing it. I told you, it's a long-ass interview, and I have to clean it up a little bit, but I also want to expedite Trish versus Lita, because the interview is about the Raw main event that happened last week, so it's like a 20th anniversary. Also, thank you so much, everyone, for voting for the Women's Wrestling Fan Awards. We are filming the results video with everyone real soon, so that video is also going to drop probably next week. So get ready for that. It's that season of the year. I'm very excited that we had another successful year with you guys. Thank you so much. And if you don't follow me and see what I'm up to, you can follow me at Diashin on Instagram and Ring the Bell DS on Twitter, and I'll see you next time. Bye!